Okay, done guys. Done. So let's start the session. So in the last class, we are discussing about this. Just a minute. Okay. So in the last class, we are discussing about the regression project. Now in today's class, we are moving on to the next project related to classification. Okay, the next project is related to classification in ML, within the ML classification. Now, so as we know earlier, okay, we are having the structured data. What is structured data? What is meant by structured data? Structured means which is a tabular data. Structured data plus labeled data. What is meant by labeled data? Label means output is available. Means whatever we are going to predict that the output is available. Okay. Where you are having the structured data means tabular data. Labeled data means output variable is available. And along with these two, okay, first condition is it should be a structured data. Second condition is it should be a labeled data. That is where you are having the output variable is available. And the third one is if output is categorical, that is nothing but text. What are the output is categorical? Then it is called as, if it is categorical. Now, as we know, what are the different types of data we are having? Okay, earlier we have completed this one. This is not our fresh class or first class or something. So first we know, okay, before to this, everyone should know what are the types of data are there. What are the different types of data? In the types of data, we are having the first one is called as structured, and the second one is called as unstructured. Right? Unstructured. Next, coming to the next one. This is structured and unstructured. Next, within the structured, we are having the sequential order data within this. Again, within this, we are having the sequential data, non-sequential data. Within the structured only sequential is there, non-sequential data is there. Means order of the records are important, order of the records are not important. Everyone knows what is structured, what is unstructured, what is sequential, what is non-sequential. So sequential data means order of the records are important, non-sequential means order of the records are not important. Now within the non-sequential data, that is order of the records are not important. In this again we are having subdivided with the, like in this again we are having the labeled, unlabeled. Within this again we are having the labeled, unlabeled. Okay, unlabeled. Unlabeled means output is not available. Now when we are having the non-sequential data, that too labeled data. Now in this we are having again subdivided, where we are having if the label data, that is output is available. First, what is label data? If output variable, what is meant by variable? Column. If output column is available in the given data set, in the given data set itself, what are the output variable is there? If it is available, it is called as label. If output variable is not available, okay, if output variable is not available, not available. Okay, if output variable is available, it is called as label. If not, output is not available, it is called as unlabeled. Now in the labeled, what are the projects we are having? Regression, and the second one is classification. These are the two projects which are the part of labeled data. So where is what is regression? If output, what are the output is there? If output is numeric, if the output is numeric, or another word of numeric is called as continuous. If the output is numeric or continuous, it is called as regression. If output, what are we are having? If output is text, if the output is text, or If the output is text or categorical, if the output is text or categorical, it is called as classification problem, right? This is related to labeled data. Now, when it comes to the unlabeled data, okay. Yes. When it comes to the unlabeled data, the second one is unlabeled data. Now, what is unlabeled data? Unlabeled data is nothing but, okay, what are the labeled data and unlabeled data? Unlabeled data means output is not available. The output column is not available in the given data set. It is called as unlabeled data set. For this, what are the projects we are going to apply? Clustering, association rules, and third one is recommendation engines. These three of them are part of the unlabeled data. Okay, recommendation engines. What are the recommendation engines we are having, right? These are the three. Now, when it comes to the sequential data, what are the sequential data within the structure? Within the structured sequential data, for that, we are not having the two options. We are having only one option called as labeled data only. For sequential order, we are having only the labeled data. And for the labeled data, the project we are going to apply is called as time series forecasting. This is the project name. So total, we are having the within the machine learning. These are the varieties of project. The first project is regression. Second one is classification, clustering, association rules, recommendation engines, time series forecasting. Total 6 varieties of projects we can able to do within the ML. Sir, what about the unstructured data? Unstructured data we cannot apply on the using the ML. So when you are working with the ML, now what is ML, guys? What is ML? ML means machine learning. That is full form. That is okay. I also know that machine learning. What is the meaning of that? Where the machine understands the data, identify the patterns, and from that it is going to predict. So basically ML engineers, what they are going to do? Predictive analytics. That is nothing but prediction. Okay, predictive analytics means nothing but they are going to do the prediction or estimation on the structured data. So if I want to do unstructured data, the same thing I want to do on the unstructured data means AI. Then we have to go with the AI. So the predictive analytics on the structured data only is called as ML. What is predictive analytics? Meaning of predictive analytics means prediction. Predictive analytics meaning is prediction. We are going to do the prediction or estimation. Prediction or estimation is called as predictive analytics. Right? We are going to estimate. How we are going to estimate means we are identifying the pattern behind that. What is the pattern is there? Inside that, what is the things are there? And based on the what are the pattern we have identified, based on that, we are going to do the predictive analytics, means where we are going to predict on the future data. And here we are having the different varieties of data. Now, in these varieties of data, that is particularly in ML, we can do only 6 projects. We cannot do any other project in ML. Only these are the 6 overall projects which we can do in the ML. Okay. Now, in our case, okay, what are we are going to work today? We are going to work on the, as we have already shared to you, what are the information I have shared to you. In today's class, we are going to check the evaluation of ML and AI models. Evaluation means what? Check the accuracy. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the classification. I'm going to discuss with you the classification. Now in this classification, that is first structured data, non-sequential data, labeled data. If it satisfies 3 of them only, along with the output is text only, then only we can apply the classification. Otherwise, we cannot apply the classification. So how we can know whether the given project is a classification project or regression project or anything means how to know the project. How to know what type of project. What type of project means what type of project we are going to work means it will be decided based on the 2 criteria. One is called as business problem. First, you have to ask me the business problem. Business problem is what is the project about? Project about. And along with this data, what data they have shared to you. These 2 things you have to require. Then we can decide what is the project is. Without seeing the data or without knowing the business problem, we cannot conclude the what is the type of the project. Both of them are required. Now, assume, now the project is about, we have to, there is some banking industry. I'm taking the example from the banking industry. banking or healthcare or anything. So multiple applications are there for the classification. In that, from banking and finance, I'm taking my first example. Assume there is a customer, and for the customer, we are having the column names like this: salary of the column, what are the credit score, what are the credit score, miss, what are the he is going to take the money from the banks and whether he has repaid on the time or not. That is called as credit score. And based on the next salary, what is the present salary he is drawing? Okay, what is the present EMIs he is already paying something? What are the EMIs he is paying? Okay, present EMI. And based on this present EMI and all these things, now what is the loan amount applied? Loan amount applied. Whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. Eligible for the loan or not. So now different people will be there. First person, second person, like that. We are going to have the multiple records. Now in these records, we are having the each person their salary, credit score, and already salary I have written. Okay, salary, credit score, and own house. Whether the person is having the own house means yes or no. If it is available means own house is available means yes, not there means no. So based on all these parameters, I have to estimate whether the person is eligible for the loan, yes or no. So these people are going to give the information to the bank. Okay, so once we share a customer is going to share the information. Sir, what are the informations they are going to share? They are going to share so many informations. Okay, so what information they'll share? For example, name of the person. We are not going to use that column. We will drop that column. Then if you're not using, then why they are collecting this? That is communication purpose. Name of the person, address of the person, phone number of the person, email address of the person. These are all communication. They are not used for analysis. Based on your email ID, we are not going to decide your loan. Based on your phone number, they will not decide the loan. Based on your name, they will not decide the loan. This will not be decided to give the money to a person or not. To give a money to the person will be decided based on what are the salary he is having and what is the EMI he is paying. Present already some EMI. For example, he is getting already 1 lakh rupees salary and he is already paying the 80,000, 90,000 EMI only. Then new loan will be eligible or not eligible means they will be not eligible because balance salary is only 10% and that 10% has to eat now. Right? So by here we are going to collect the company, for example, the bank will collect the name of the person, age of the person, mobile number of the person. Like this, they'll collect the multiple information like email address, all this information they are going to collect. Okay, Aadhaar number. What are the Aadhaar? And next PAN card number. Why they'll collect all this information means from the PAN card, they are going to identify your credit score in the backend using the PAN card. Now they are going to collect all this kind of information. What is the present company you are working? Present company name. What is the salary you are getting? Some salary. Like this, they are going to collect the complete information. Once they have collected all the information, now this information will be stored. Every record will be stored in the database. How it will be stored in the database means like similar kind of one Excel sheet. In the front end, within the front end means website or front screen. They will enter the details like filling the application form. After filling the application form, for example, in the application form, I have filled the name. Automatically, that name will come into this position. These two will be connected. The Excel sheet and along with the website will be connected, or database along with the website will be connected. So in the backend, the name of the person, phone number of the person, like that, each of the column name is created and all the details are added one by one. Every detail will be added. Everyone is clear? Now, based on this, okay. Based on this, for example, let me take one example. If I'm having the data set, I'm having the multiple data sets with me. That is not a problem. Okay, these are all the different types of data sets which I am having. Like, let us take this one of the example. Okay, diabetic data set, German credit data set. Okay, these are the data sets where we are having the values. Okay, and let me take with one more example. Diabetic data set. This is from healthcare industry. So based on the healthcare industry, diabetic data set. So where we are having the multiple parameters like this. Now for every project, as I've told you, first step will be the business problem. Now what is a business problem for this particular project? Means we have to predict whether the person is having the diabetics or not, or whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. So the business problem for the banking and finance sector, what are the example I have told you? If you consider this example, one example from this, one example let us take from the healthcare industry. Whether the person is having the COVID or not, yes or no. Sir, COVID or not means COVID test is sufficient, no sir. If based on the COVID test, okay, you have taken some test, COVID test or something, you went to a doctor, whether the doctor is going to predict perfectly based on the test? Yes or no? Right? Now, diabetics also same way. So diabetics of the person, sir, if I take the diabetics like BP, sorry, some kind of sugar test. If I take the sugar test, it is sufficient, no sir. Okay, one of the student might ask like this, sugar test will tell the diabetics is available or not. That is directly, okay. So sugar test, based on the sugar test, whether the person is having the diabetics or not, we can say. Second one is based on the other parameters, based on the multiple parameters, we can say whether the person is having the diabetics or not. Yes or no? Is the points are clear? Now, so here, the question is, we have to check whether the person is having the diabetics or not. In the banking industry, whether the person is eligible or not. Now, for the sir, these two, other than these two, let us take the Gmail, that is Google. So whether the email, what are the email is there? The email is inbox or spam. Whether the email belongs to, you are going to receive an email, whether that email belongs to inbox or spam. And if this one, since email is an unstructured data, it is not a structured data, we are not having the rows and columns or something. Since it is unstructured data, we are going to work with the AI. This is AI related. Keep this one side. Now here we are having the rows and columns. In these rows and columns, first example, what we are having is banking industry, whether the person is eligible for the loan or not, yes or no, right? Now, so here we are having the something like this, whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. This is a classification project. Now, first, what we are going to do, what is a business problem? First, we are asking the, what is the business problem? Here, the business problem is, what is a business problem? Business problem is to predict whether the person, what are the person is there? The person is eligible for loan or not. That is the question. Okay, that is a business problem. Whether the person is eligible for loan or not. Okay, that is the business problem. Right? Now, here they have given to us based on the multiple, based on the parameters like credit score, salary, etc. Based on the parameters of credit score, salary of the person like this, etc. etc. Okay. Now, so based on the parameters, like what are the parameters like credit score, salary, and based on all these parameters, we have to estimate the whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. That is the question. Right? Now, so based on these parameters, so whether the person is eligible for the loan or not, now I'm going to have the data. Let me take the data set also. I'm having the data set related to this one only. Just give me a minute. Let me cross check. Yes, I think here it is there. So this is the loan ID, where the loan ID we are having, gender of the person, whether the person got married or not, number of dependents, what is the education, okay, and whether the person is self-employed or salaried, what is the applicant income, What is the co-applicant income? This is a US data set. Here $849. It is a US data set. And co-applicant income means if two members are combiningly applying for the loan, the second person who is applying, what is the income of that? And what is the loan amount? They are applying for the some loan amount. Na? For example, this person is there. 4,583 salary he is getting. Means $4,583 per month he is getting the salary. He wants with respect to $128. $128 they not ask, right? 128,000. That is 1,28,000. So this is thousands of dollars. What are the number you are seeing here? It is in the thousands of dollars. And this is the loan amount term. Means how many months they are going to pay. Number of months. Whether the person is having the good credit history or bad credit history. Good person or bad person. And what property, in which area he has identified the property. And whether the person is eligible for the loan. Yes or no. Now, based on all this, here I am having the approximately 1,000 records are there. Now, you have to understand the relation. What the relation is there? You have to identify the relation. If any person like male, there is a person male, and this person is having in terms of zero dependence and graduate, the person is graduate. Okay. Whether the person is self-employed or the salaried means he is a salaried means self-employed is no. Self-employed means business person. Now he is getting every month approximately 5,000 USD. Okay. $5,000. And co-applicant income is $2,000. And they want to apply for the loan of $200,000. That is $2 lakh. That is the loan amount. And with a tenure of 180 months. Housing loan. It is a housing loan. Don't ask how many that many months they'll give service. For housing loan they'll give. Okay, 180 months. 180 months means 15 years. Right? And whether the person is having the good credit history or bad credit history means good credit history. That is nothing but 1. And the property is from the urban area. Now we have to predict whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. That is a question. Based on the input parameters, we have to estimate whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. That is the question. Is the question is clear first, everyone? The business problem is clear now? Right? Next, Kushi is asking whether there is a prerequisite language to learn the generative and agentic AI with Python. Kushi, could you attend that class of generative and agentic AI with Python class? This is separate workshop. Let us focus on the subject, what we are discussing. You can attend that one separately. Right? Done. Next, Modi. I have enrolled, they have teach a lot in the Gen AI. I'm asking to, yes, Modi. What are the million Modi is there? Right? So in the starting class only, I have told you the course structure, how it was designed. For you, I can't change the course structure. Na? I have designed some course structure. As per my course structure, what are the classes are there? I will go according to that. As in the first 3 classes, what I have to tell, in the 4th class, in the 5th class, what I have to tell, everything was predetermined, and based on that, I'll go. If you are interested more subject means I can't take more subject. If others says that take less subject means I can't take that less subject. For one individual student, will not change the entire course. Na? Whether you want to join or not, that is your independent choice. Milan Modi. Milan Modi. Right? Done. So in the course structure, what I have shared to you, some course structure I have shared. First day, what we are going to discuss. Second day, what we are going to discuss. Something I have shared. On the day 1 only, I have shared. I'm going in that way. Okay. If you're not interested, that is your problem. If you're expecting something else also, that is your problem. Right? Done. Now, coming back. So coming to this particular today's class, let us focus on the today's class concept. So now in the today's class, what are we are going to discuss here? So in this workshop, particularly, workshop for few students, regular class for some other students. For new batch students, it is workshop. For other batch students, it is kind of regular class for them, right? Now, so here we are having the data. This is the data, right? So loan ID, gender, married, dependents, education, and all this. So based on these parameters, we have to estimate for the future data. This is for future data. We don't know what is the answer for the future data, which we have to estimate, right? Now, this is a structured data. As everyone knows, it is a structured data where we are having the data in the rows and columns. Now, for example, in these rows and columns, if here the order of the records are important or not important. For example, if I bring this person on the top, if I change this order to this position, is there any problem? Or if I bring this person to this position, is there any problem? If one person applied before, for example, if your loan applicant number is 001, you will get the loaner. If your loan applicant number is 999, you will get the loaner. No, right? So it is not only dependent on the loan ID column. So loan ID is not having any relation with the loan status. That is one number. They have assigned one number, serial number. Based on the serial number, we are not going to give the loan. Right? Now, if you are having the data, what are the data here? If you change the order of the records, by changing the order of the records also, if there is no problem, by changing the order of the records also, there is no problem, then it is called as non-sequential data. If by changing the order of the records, you are having the difference, it is called as sequential data. Is the point is clear? Non-sequential versus sequential, as one of the students is asking now. Your question is clear? Kavya. Non-sequential means order of the records. Order of the records is called as non-sequential. So whereas in the time series forecasting, we will have the column name called as date. Date column will be there. Based on that date column, it is important for us. For example, stock market is there. Okay, 5 years back, the price is 300. Today, the price is maybe 700. Assume. Let's take an example. 5 years back, it is 300. So let's take an example like this. We are having some data in the stock market. Okay, where we are having the price or value of the share. For example, 300, 301, 304, 290, 294, 296, 300, 294. Like this, every day we'll have the fluctuations. Up and downs will be there, and slightly it will increase. This is 5 years back prices. Entire data, 5 years data is there. I cannot write all the records now. 5 years data is there. Now, after 5 years, the values are 600, 650, something is there. Now, if I bring this 600 here, and if I bring that record here, is that okay? After 300, suddenly it will go to 600 again. Next day, it will come to 300. No, right? So here, the order of the records are important. We cannot change the order. The prices as per their dates. We cannot change the order as per our choice. So whichever the data, we cannot change the order of the records. They are called as sequential data. Whenever we can able to change the order of the records, then it is called as non-sequential data. Now coming to the output. Now what is the business problem we have discussed here? The business problem is we have to estimate or we have to predict whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. Now, next, what is the data was given to me? First data. What is the first data? Structured. The data was shared to me is structured data. When I have observed the data like this. Here it is a structured data. Second, it is a sequential or non-sequential. Means if I change the order of the records, I'm not finding any kind of difference. I'm just applying my common sense I'm not changing the order. Just I'm thinking myself. In the common sense, I'm thinking that whether this record will change it to this position or that record brings to the down position. Is there any problem? I'm just thinking myself. And I felt that there is no problem. And it is called as non-sequential data. So it is a structured plus non-sequential. Now, after this, now what they asked me to predict whether the person is eligible for loan or not is the question. Now, loan status is the column is available in the given data set. Yes, it is available. It is available means what it is called as label data. It is called as label data. So structured, non-sequential, labeled. Three of them. Now, when three of them are applicable, it should be either regression or classification. Now, in my output, whether the person is eligible for the loan, what are the values are there? Y and N, which is text characters are there, means yes or no, which is called as text or categories. So since the output is categories, what type of project it is called as? Classification project. Like that, we have to conclude what is the type of the project. Okay, it is a classification project. Like this, we are going to conclude. Is that clear up to here, everyone? How to decide the type of the project means in this way, in the ML. Everyone is clear now? Online students, please confirm. Anyone has the doubt? Any student is having the doubt? Label means output is available. So whatever you want to predict. So here what you are trying to predict, that predicted what are the column name is there, that column name should be available in the data set. If it is available in the given data set here, the column names, here what are the column names are there? In the out of all the column names, whatever you want to predict, that column name should be available. That column name is available means it is called as label data. Column name not there means, for example, this column name is not there, labeled unlabeled. We have to predict whether the person is eligible for the loan. Same question, but output column is not there. Whether it is labeled or unlabeled means it is unlabeled data. Right? Label means already knowing the output. Sir, when we know the output, what is the use we are doing the project? We are not doing the project for the past data. We are doing the data for the future. Whether the person already they hear what are the answers are there, answers for the past is there. I want the answers for the future. My requirement is for future, not for the past. Is the point is clear? If output is available, it is called as label. Next, sometimes output will be like this, zeros and ones. What is meant by zeros and ones means? One means yes, zero means no. That is default encoding. Alphabetical order wise, they will encode that one by default. So whenever you sometimes find the zeros and ones, fix yourself wherever the zero is there. For example, here, whether the person has got married, yes or no, something is there. Now here, can you see whether the person is having the credit history? Credit history means good credit history or bad credit history. Good or bad credit history. Now tell me guys, which is zero, which is one? Good is one, bad is one. Which one is zero, which is one? Means good will be assigned with 1, bad will be assigned with 0. Why means alphabetical order. First B letter comes, after that G letter will come. Is the point is clear? Now, so here in this credit history, what are they are giving the zeros and ones? Literally 0 means bad credit history. Wherever the 1 is there, it is a good credit history. Credit history. Sir, what is the meaning of credit history means? As we know, credit history means whether the person earlier, whoever has taken the loan, whether he has repaid the loan on time or not. Every person will take the loans from banks now. Earlier, if you have taken the previously some loan from the bank, if you have repaid the bank loan properly, then you are a good person. Means you are maintaining the credit history. Credit means taking the money, loan. Okay. So when you are having the loan from others, whether you are maintaining that one or not. Is the point is clear? Now, coming back, right? Everyone, till now. All of them questions are clear now? Now, my question is what? Now, today's exact class, what we are going to discuss means, I'm not going to do the entire project of classification today. Okay, for today's class, only one thing we are going to do. What is that one thing means? Bad is equal to 0, good is equal to 1. Bad is equal to 1, good is equal to 1. What we should do? Ruby. Then it is called as wrong data. That is called as wrong data. We have to replace that. For example, whenever a column, tell me guys, if a column consists of all of them ones, everything, there is no 0 only, everything is 1 only. Then what is what we are going to do with this column? Anyone? It will be considered as unimportant column and we are going to remove it only. There is no use with that. Because for the bad person also it is common, for good person also it is common. eligible person is having one only, non-eligible person also having one only means, then whether it is used to predict for that. So simply we are going to remove this column. Directly column only will be removed. Is the points are clear? A column which has the categories only we are going to have. Now we'll observe within the yes. For example, here yes and no's are there. Na? Within the yes, how many people are having the good credit history? Within the no, how many people are having the good credit history? We'll observe what is the probability. If a person is having a good credit history but salary is low, whether he is eligible for the loan. A person is having good credit history but salary is high, eligible for the loan. A person is having the bad credit history but high salary, whether eligible for the loan. Like this, different patterns we are going to identify. Points are clear, guys? Everyone? Now, coming to the loan status, we have to estimate whether the person is eligible for the loan. Now, coming to the today's class, as I've told you, we are going to use the evaluation metrics. Means we are going to work purely for today's class. Sir, what if he is going to take the loan for the first time? Obviously, the credit history is going to be good only. By default, good credit history. If you go and apply for the first time the loan, bank loan, personal loan, go to any bank and apply the personal loan. By default, it will be considered as good credit history. First time, first loan, right? By default. Right? Now, coming to this. Now, here I'm having some records. Assume these are the records. This is my actual data. Actual means which is past for the people. Okay. Assume these are the values. Okay. Everyone make a note of this one. This one. Now write. First 10 records. Everyone please write this one. This example in the notes, please. Now, this is past. This is past means previous people. These are the eligibility of whether the person is eligible for the loan. Assume machine has predicted. Machine predicted whether the person is eligible for the loan or not. Now here, assume I am going to consider here, okay, like this. Why? 5 eyes. First 5 people are eligible. Second 5 people are not eligible. Simply I am writing like this. Okay, this is predicted by the machine. This is predicted by machine learning algorithm, ML algorithm. Once we are going to give the ML algorithm, what ML algorithms, don't ask, that is next class. We are not going to discuss that one today. So what are the ML algorithms we are going to apply? Assume this is the algorithm and it has predicted in this way. If I have to explain one of the algorithm and everything I have to explain means today's class itself will take the 4 to 5 hour session. Okay. So one of the algorithm I have to explain, after that metrics I have to explain means it will take time. Now assume that this is actual values and predicted by the machine learning algorithm. These are the values. Now in this machine, what are it has predicted? What are the algorithm we have inserted? And that particular algorithm has given the output like this, in this way. Now in this, how we are going to evaluate our model? Means what is meant by model? Model means algorithm. How we are going to evaluate our algorithm? Literally, you tell me guys, there is a test. I'm going to keep one test. For this test, I'm going to give the questions. In the test, I'm going to share the questions. And the question answers you are going to write. Okay, you are going to write the question. I'm going to share only the questions to you. And these answers are correct answers or your answers? Your answers are correct answers. Means your predicted answers. You predicted, you assumed, you predicted. These are the answers. Now, whether that answers are correct or wrong, how we have to do? How to do? Means evaluation. We are going to do the evaluation. In the evaluation, we are going to check how we are going to evaluate. For example, after writing your exam, I have to do the evaluation. How I will evaluate? Generally, for example, assume I have shared the 100 MCQs. 100 MCQ questions I have shared. First question MCQ, A, B, C, D. Second question MCQ, like that, up to 100. 100 MCQs I have shared. Now you have taken the option A. That is your answer. Maybe correct answer, maybe wrong answer. Forget about that one. That is your answer. Your answer is option A. For second question, option B, option D. That is your answer. So for all the 100 questions, this is your answers. This is your answers. Now, what is actual answers? Actual answers also will be there, right? Actual answers. This is your answer, but actual answer. If actual answer is also A, what is this called as correct? If actual answer is, for example, for the second question, what is the actual answer is B. What is the answer? Wrong answer. Your answer versus actual answer. Comparison between your versus actual is only called as evaluation. Now, here actual answers are there. From where you got these actual answers, miss? Actual answers are shared in the data set. Within the data set, they have shared the answers. Machine has predicted these are the answers. Now, two of them are there now. My answers, that is machine predicted answers are there. Original answer is there. Now, can we say whether it is correct or wrong? Yes or no? So now in this, how many of them are correct? Out of 10 records, how many of them are correct? First one is correct. Correct. What is the second one? Wrong. Third one is correct or wrong? Correct. Next one is correct. Next one is correct. Next one is wrong. Next one is wrong. Next one is correct. Next one is wrong. Next one is correct. So total how many corrects are there here? 6. 6 out of 10. This is called as accuracy. Means your model has predicted out of 10, 6 correctly. Misclassification rate. The second one is called as misclassified. How many records are misclassified? Misclassified are 4 by 10. That is called as accuracy. This is called as misclassification rate. So how many records are correctly classified divided by total number of records. So I'm going to take one more example, right? Like this. Make sure this example you are writing in the notes. This example is important. What I'm going to write now is important. The reason behind that I will tell you automatically. Now assume, okay, whether the person, we have to predict whether the person is having the COVID or not. COVID or no COVID. COVID means yes, instead of yes or no, I want to say that whether the person is having the COVID means positive, whether the person is not having the COVID means negative. So now any one student, tell me randomly 10 values of your choice, positive and negatives of your choice. You don't need to tell my values. You can tell anything of your choice. You have to tell 2 words. One is positive, negative. Take one random example. Tell me. First one is positive. Okay. I'm writing here positive, guys. Why it is equal to symbol. Okay, done. Let me write positive, the word positive. Okay. Positive, done. Negative. Next one is negative. Positive. Could you be a bit loud? Okay. Again positive. Next. Negative. Next. Negative. Next. Negative. Next. Positive. Done. Okay. Now, one of the student has given. I'm not taking my example because I'm going to do the evaluation metrics. And for that, randomly, I'm asking one of the student to give the details without seeing this one. Another student, you don't tell now. Okay. Now, another student, you tell me the predicted values. Actual values. Model predicted values are 1. Actual values, you tell me. Any one student, please. Positive. Without seeing the left side, obviously you can't see, right? Negative. Okay. Positive. Okay. Negative. One more. Last. Positive. Done. Okay. This is one student. This is one student. One is actual. Actually, the patients are having the positives and negatives, and model predicted. These are the model predicted values. Assume after applying the ML algorithm has predicted these values. Everyone please make a note and we'll calculate the evaluation metrics. All the different types of evaluation metrics we are going to do. Total 22 metrics are there. All the metrics we are going to do in the sequential order one by one. Yes, actual answer basically you are going to get from the data what they have shared to you. That is actual answer. Actual answer is the past, where we need to predict the future. How we can compare? Lahari, good question. Now, see, you have to predict on the future data. This one, okay, Lahari is asking a very good question. Basically, his other students regression and not my previous student. He's, I think, new student. Okay, now what are it is? Now, Lahari is asking, we are going to predict on the future data, but how we can compare with the past data outputs means, see, before applying on the future data, first we'll work on the past data only. If the past you have done perfectly, future is okay. For example, assume you went to an astrologer. Let's take a small, silly example. You went to an astrologer. How many will believe the astrologer? I don't know. If you don't believe, also assume. You went to an astrologer. Astrologer has told that you are going to become the Ambani in the future. You will believe what? No, right? If he says that you are going to become the beggar, you will believe what? This is also no, right? So he's a very famous astrologer. What is meant by famous astrologer? Whatever he has told earlier, it has worked. That is the meaning famous. Okay. If I go to an astrologer, first I'll ask, sir, this is my age. From my childhood to this is my age. First you tell me what was happened past. If you have correctly predicted my past, I assume that you are having the knowledge to predict the future. My past only you have not predicted properly. How I can believe that you will predict the future? Point is clear. If the astrologer has not predicted the past only properly, he told that I think you are going to become an orphan. Parents will not be there, or you are going to stay in the hostel for lifelong as a student level, or you will not study properly. Your score is going to be very low. Something he has told, but which is opposite. Now, what are the future he is going to predict? Whether we'll believe that one? Because past only he has told wrong now. Same way, the machine learning algorithms first will cross check on the past data, how it is performing. And if it is performing very well, then future. Now, if I ask the question, tomorrow stock market, Infosys share price will increase 100 rupees. I'm going to predict. You will believe what? No, right? Sir, earlier how many you predicted? In that, how many of them are correct? That is the question now. Point is clear, everyone? If you want to predict on the future, first tell me in the past how many you have predicted correctly. In the past, what? Because past data, you know, I know answer. Future data, you don't know, I know no answer. Without knowing the answer, how we can compare? Point is clear, everyone? Understood? Lahari, your question is clear? So every machine learning algorithm first will be applied on the past data. And from the past data, we'll identify the pattern. And from that pattern, we are going to predict on the future data. Okay. Now, next. Tarun Aditya. In real case scenario, deleting the wrong data is not possible, right? Could you help me explain how this deletion happened in the real time? In the real time, we are going to delete the data. We are going to replace the data. Many things we are going to do. Tarun. In the question you asked, deleting the wrong data is not possible, right? You asked. Deleting the wrong data is possible. How it is possible means, for developers, they will give the data in the read mode. For the ML engineers, they will give the data in the edit mode. It is not in the read mode condition. It will be in the edit mode, where we can replace, replace or update, where we can delete, or where we can add. And new things also we can add. Okay. In the database, we can do everything. Right? Done. Now, so here, assume this is the model predicted output, and this is the actual one. Now, for this data, everyone has written this one, these 10 records in the notes. Now, first evaluation metric, we'll start with the first one. What is the first evaluation metrics? Means how we are going to evaluate our model. The person who has predicted these answers now, how I'm going to say your answers are correct or wrong. For that particular person, I'm going to check based on the accuracy. The first one is accuracy. Now, accuracy is nothing but number of correctly predicted records, number of correctly predicted records divided by total number of records. That is called as accuracy. That is the first one. Number of correctly predicted records by total number of records. Okay. Next. Tarun, we are going to see that data cleaning during our regular class. Today's class is evaluation. Let us focus on the evaluation. Data cleaning is a separate class. Yes. One more student is asking how the machines knows the past data. Are we going to feed to the algorithm? Yes, machine learning algorithm applying means nothing but giving the past data to learn. Machine learning, learn. What it will learn? Basically, learn means past data it will learn. You are going to give the past data and it will learn the patterns inside that. Is the point is clear? Now, so accuracy is called as number of correctly predicted records divided by total number of records. That is first one. Okay, now in this example, for this example, everyone write simultaneously along with me. How many of them are correctly predicted? Correctly predicted. What is this is called as? True. Correctly predicted means you have to tell me true. Wrongly predicted means false. Point is clear? So, in the Excel, I'm writing here something like this. Condition. If, what is the condition means? If this one is equal to this one, comma, it has to give the output as true. Otherwise, it has to give the output as false. Like this we'll write. And the moment we write like this, automatically for every record, it will give the output. Okay, if both of them are same means same answer, both of them are opposite means it will give the output as false. See, in one shot it is completed. In the Excel, this is not, we are going to do in the Excel now. This is Excel formula. I'm not explaining for you Excel. Just we are going to do in the Python also. Python also will apply the same logic. In the Python, whenever we import the accuracy score, and when we apply the accuracy score on these two values, in the backend, it will apply the same logic. Okay, if both of them are true or both of them opposite means true. Opposite means answer is false. Again, this is both of them are same or wrong. Opposite, it is called as false. And what is the next one? True. What is the next one? True. Next one is false. Wrongly predicted. Next, false. Wrongly predicted. Next, true. This is true. Correctly predicted. Next one is again true. And next one is again true. So in this total, how many of them are correctly predicted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are correctly predicted. So just I'm going to give for these 6 of them green color like this. Correctly predicted, 6 records. So what is the accuracy? 6 out of 10. For this example also, we got 6 out of 10. It is not meaning that every example is 6 out of 10. For example, if you get 10 out of 10 also, everything are correctly predicted only. You may get 10 out of 10. You may get minimum 0 out of 10. None of the record is correctly predicted also, 0 out of 10. Never you will get the negative. So the value of accuracy will lie between the 0 to 1. Where 0 is included, 1 is also included. So the range of accuracy is 0 to 1. This is the range. Where 0 means none of the record is correctly predicted. Not even one record. 0. 0 by 10. 100, 10 out of 10 correctly predicted. Maximum number is 1. The range accuracy is 0 to 1. If you want the percentage wise, 0 is called as 0%. Whereas 0.1 is called as 10%. Percentage wise, it is called as 10 into 100. Okay. Next, 0.2. What is 0.2? 0.2 is called as 20%. Percentage wise 20. What is meant by 1 then? 1 means it is equal to 100%. 10 out of 10 are correctly predicted means 100% of the data is correctly predicted. 100% accuracy. Sir, 100% accuracy is possible or not possible? Means in some cases it is possible. In some cases it is not possible. In many cases, it is not possible. Some cases are there where 100 out of 100 is possible. Okay, it is possible. When there is a clear pattern, simple pattern is there, means 100 out of 100 is possible. Okay, now next, misclassification. What is meant by misclassification? Now, guys, as one of the student is asking, sir, exactly what we are going to learn here means I'm completely new or something. He's asking what exactly means. We are checking how to evaluate your model. How to evaluate your ML model. What are the different measures? What are the different evaluation measures are there for the ML model? That is the class today. Like one of them is accuracy. Second one is misclassification rate. Like that, different measures are there. Which measure has to be used? In which case, which one has to be used? That is the today's class, basically. Okay. Now, what is misclassification rate? Misclassification rate is number of wrongly predicted or incorrectly predicted. Wrongly or incorrectly predicted records divided by total number of records, that is 4 by 10, which is 0.4. 0.4 or 40%. Where accuracy is 0.6, 60%. Right? This is two metrics. These are the two simple metrics as of now. Now let us move. Or not only these two are there, I told now 20 are there. What are the remaining things? That is only today's class, majorly. These two things are very simple. Now mainly we are going to focus on the remaining things. Now, here we are having the concept called as true positive, true negative. What is meant by true means correctly predicted. So correctly predicted records, what is the name we are going to give? True. Wrongly predicted name, what is the name? False. Now, what you have predicted, that is the second word. What you have predicted is the second word. Now, the first word, what is the first record? Original value is positive. Okay. Now, just I'm writing here. Instead of this one, I'm writing here. Now, okay, actual value is positive. Predicted also positive. Basically, the person is having the COVID positive. Predicted also positive. What this record is called as true positive. True means correctly predicted positive. Correctly predicted positive is called as true positive. Negative positive. The original, the person is COVID negative patient. He is not having the COVID, but it was predicted that positive. What is this record is called as falsely predicted positive. Falsely means, what is meant by false? Falsely means incorrectly. Incorrectly you have predicted what? Positive. Incorrectly you have predicted positive means what is the actual answer? Negative. Basically, the person is not having the COVID. You predicted wrongly. Clear? Now, here some of the students will be confused. Why they're confused, you know? The reason behind that is true is there, false is there, opposite words. Positive is there, negative is there, opposite words. Two are opposite words. And correct is there, incorrect is there, opposite words. When our brain listens to the opposite words continuously like that, automatically the slight confusion will come. Okay, here no need to confuse or nothing. Points are very simple. Okay, just we have to observe the first record. What is first record predicted? Whatever it has predicted, that is the second word, Amma. Fix. Whatever it has predicted, that is the second word. Correct means true, false means wrong means false. Simple. Now, what is the first record is called as? What is the second record is called as? What is the third record is called as? Everything is clear? Now, what is this is called as? Now, tell me, guys, if I write here, original is negative, predicted is positive. What is this one is called as? What is this is called as? First, correct or incorrect? Incorrect. What you predicted? Positive you have predicted. What is this called as? False positive. Is that clear now, everyone? Now, for example, original is positive. Original is positive. You predicted negative. Now, what this is called as? What this is called as? Correct or incorrect? It is called as false. It is incorrect. False. What it has predicted? Negative. False, negative. Is that clear? So every record we are going to classify like this: either false negative, true positive, true negative, false negative. So total we are having the 4. What are those 4? Write in the notes clearly. Okay, who has registered for the course and who has, regular students, demo students, and who are attending the first class, ignore. This is not for you. Okay. Remaining students, please write clearly. This is more important for your upcoming project. True positive means correctly. True meaning is correct. The meaning of true means correctly. Correctly predicted positive. Correctly predicted. What you have predicted? Positive word you have predicted. Correctly predicted positive is called as true positive. Now, tell me in the same way, true negative. What is the meaning of true negative? This is called as TP. TP. Now, true negative. Tell me what is the meaning of true negative? True negative. What is the meaning? True means correctly. Correctly predicted negative. Correctly predicted negative is called as correctly predicted means what is the meaning? Actually is negative, predicted also negative. Both of them are negatives. Okay, correctly means that is the meaning. Actually is negative. Predicted also should be negative. If both of them are negatives only, it is called as correctly predicted negatively. Now tell me what is meant by false positive. What is the meaning of false positive? That is incorrectly, wrongly or incorrect. I am using the word incorrect. Both are same, wrongly or incorrect. Incorrectly predicted. What you predicted? Positive. Why? Means what is original answer then? Original answer is negative. You predicted as positive. Incorrectly predicted positive. Is the points are clear? Now, this is called as false positive. Now, next, last we are having false negative. The last one is false negative. That is FN. Incorrectly predicted negative. 4 of them are clear? Everyone? Yes or no? Now, what is the use, sir? Now, you tell me. You tell me, guys. There is 2 doctors are there. Doctor 1, Doctor 2. 2 doctors are there. Under the 2 doctors, okay, some patients are there. Now, total 100 patients are checked by Doctor 1, 100 patients are checked by the Doctor 2. Doctor 1 has incorrectly predicted positives. Basically, incorrect means only wrong prediction. Incorrectly predicted positives he has predicted as 12. Doctor 1, who? Doctor 1. I am writing the Doctor 1. Doctor 1 has predicted incorrectly negative patients also as the positive patients. And along with the Doctor 2, what Doctor 2 has done, he also predicted incorrectly negative patients as positive as 20, assume. Now this person, the same Doctor 1 has predicted, though the COVID positive is there also negative, incorrectly predicted as negative, 38. Now Doctor 2 has predicted 30. Basically both the doctors 50 patients only. 50 of them wrong. By Doctor 1 also 50 of them wrong. By Doctor 2 also 50 of them wrong. Both the doctors are 50-50 wrong only they have done. But out of these 2, which doctor is more worst? You tell me now. First doctor or second doctor? You are having the 2 doctors. 2 doctors has predicted 50-50. 50 patients they have given wrongly. Both of them are having the same misclassification. Misclassification means wrongly classified. Doctor 1 also has wrongly classified 50 patients. Doctor 2 also wrongly classified 50 patients. Both of them has done the same way. Out of these 2, comparatively, who is worst doctor? Who is better doctor? Out of these 2 only. Anyone? According to you. Right? Now, so here, in the Doctor 1 incorrectly predicted as negative 38 people. This person is called as worst person. Comparatively worst person. Why? Because if the person COVID patient, if they predict as negative, patient is positive basically. Negative means what happens? The person will not take the treatment. He will not take the medicines. What happens? automatically he is going to spread to the others. Now 38 people he has left into the market who is having the COVID positive. Understood the logic? Now, if he has predicted negative persons also positive, what happens, sir? Negative persons, for example, basically you are not having the COVID, assume. But doctor has predicted COVID is there. What is the maximum loss we are going to have? Quarantine. First thing is we are going to see separately. Second, antibiotics, Dolo or multivitamin tablet. Only these tablets now. Is these tablets are going to impact anything? If the person was really COVID positive, but the doctor has told that you are not having COVID, go outside happily, miss. Point is clear? So now we are having some machine learning models. Now see, there is machine learning model 1. This is model 1 and this is machine learning model 2. As an example, I have told you doctors. This is model 1 and model 2. Out of these two models, which model is better, miss? Both of them are 50% accuracy only is there. But in this, again, we are going to cross check with this number. Is the question is clear? Everyone? So now this will be decided based on the business problem. In this case, okay, COVID example. In the COVID example, false negatives are more important than the false positives. Which one is more important? False negatives are more important than false positives. A person who has predicted false negatively, he is the best one. For which case? COVID example. For the COVID example. Now let us take the cancer example. That is also medical only. Na? Cancer is also from medical industry only. Let us go with the cancer example. Now in the cancer example, okay, whether the person is not having the cancer, doctor told that you are having the cancer. The person is not really having the cancer and the doctor has told that basically no, actual answer is no. Actual is no cancer. No cancer. Predicted as cancer. Okay, predicted as cancer. This is case 1. Case 2. Actually, the person is having the cancer. The predicted as no cancer. Now, for these two examples, out of these two, which is more important, which is less important, tell me. In this example, the person is actually having the cancer and doctor has told that no cancer, miss, is that okay? No, he will die. So this is more dangerous, accepted. Next, if the person is not having the cancer and doctor has predicted that you are having cancer and chemotherapy if he gives, is that okay? That is also not okay. Cancer tablets are not like Dolo 650 now, to wear everyday one. The moment we eat one tablet, it automatically reduces the lifespan to 2 days. Each one cancer tablet. The moment you go to the chemotherapy or radiotherapy, okay, once in the body the radiations are passed, automatically the lifespan will be reduced to certain months. That is not like MRI scan. Right? So cancer case is different, COVID case is different. We have to apply the logic here. So in the cancer case, false negatives and false positives, both are equally important. In this example, both are equally important. We can't say that is more important, this is less important. Okay? Both are not same. Assume, let's take an example. Basically, you're not feeling well. Assume, let's take like this. You miss some XYZ person, not you. My intention is not you, XYZ person. Assume that person is not feeling well. What their parents has taught is, hey, you are not feeling well and he's having some problem. And they have given some Dolo 650. He has taken the Dolo 650. Is there any problem? If temperature is there, it will reduce. If temperature is not there also, it will guide as the antiviral, some kind of tablet. That is not a problem. Same way like Dolo 650, can we wear the cancer tablet? If a person is not feeling well and they say that I think this is one person has done some kind of vomiting, and in that vomiting blood is there. They felt that this is a blood vomiting, you got the cancer. Immediately they give the cancer tablet. What happens? So cancer is not equal to COVID cases. That is different. This is different. Is the points are clear? So every case to case, which parameter is more important, which is less parameter, like this we are going to observe. Right? Next, we are going to have the confusion matrix. The net matrix is called as confusion matrix. Why the name they have given confusion matrix means? Because the people will get confused. That is the reason they have given the name called as confusion matrix. Now let us see whether you will get confused or not. After this matrix, once we see whether you get confused or not, you tell me at the end. Okay, after listening entire class. Now, in the confusion matrix, we are having one side predict, one side actual. Choice is yours. Which side you want, which one. You can take in the opposite way also. It is not compulsory this side only predict, that side only actual. Choice is yours. One example I will like this. Another example I will try that like that. Both the examples let us try. Okay. Now in this matrix, one side actual, one side predict. Now in the actual, what are the categories are there for you? Positives and negatives. These are the two categories in the actual. In the predict, what are the categories are there for you? Positives and negatives. Right? Write like this. Everyone please write. One side actual, one side predict. Second is in the actual, what are the categories are there? In the predict, what are the categories are there? So what categories are there in the actual? Automatically same categories will be in the predict. So just you have to write the categories. Done? Done? Now, here we have to say in the given data set, actual is positive. In the given data set, actual is positive, predicted also positive. Actual positive, predicted positive. What it is called as? What is the name for actual positive, predicted positive? True positive. Now, how many records are there in your data set? Open your data set. In this, how many true positives? 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 4 are there. Write the number 4. Completed. Now come to the cell number 2. Next cell. Now tell me guys, for the second cell, what is the actual, what is predict? Cell number 2. Now for this particular cell, cell 2, what is actual, what is predict? Actual is negative, predict is called as positive. This cell indicates this combination only. Okay, now what is the second cell? Actual is negative, predicted is positive. Now what is this is called as? Actual is negative, predicted positive. What is called as? Wrongly predicted positive, FP. How many are there FPs in your data set? Calculate. In your data set, how many FPs? 1, 2, 2 are there. Write the 2 number here. If 2 are there, 2. Next, come to this cell. Now for this cell, you tell me guys, what is the 1? What is actual? What is predicted? What is actual? What is predicted? For the cell 3. Everyone, for cell 3, what is actual? What is predicted? Actual is called as positive. Predicted is called as negative. What it is called as? What it is called as? TNA, FN, what it is called as? It is called as FN. It is called as FN. Why you are confusing? Actual is positive. Predicted is negative. Correct or incorrect? I told you. First, what is first word? What is first word? Correct or incorrect? What is second word? Whatever it has predicted. In this, what is the confusion? 2 words only, na? Words are only 2. What is the first word? First word is correct or incorrect? What is second word? Whatever it has predicted. Now in this, actual is positive. predicted is negative. Correct or incorrect? Incorrect. First write the F letter. Incorrect means F letter. Whatever it has predicted. What it has predicted? Negative it has predicted. FN. Why to see the previous notes? Seeing the previous notes, sir, what sir has written there? Why this all the things? Opposite is same. Opposite means F letter, same is T letter. Second letter is going to be whatever it has predicted. Second letter is whatever it has predicted. Right? Now total FNs, how many are there? 2 are there. Now next one is this cell. What is this cell? What is actual? What is predicted? Actual is negative, predicted also negative. Actual is actual negative, predicted negative means what it is called as? This one. T, N. Both of them are same only, na? How many records are there? 4 records are there. Just writing the 4 numbers like this is called as confusion matrix. Okay. Now, let's try one more. Same example. I'm deleting this one. I'm not having this one. Let's delete. Right? Now, everyone create one matrix like this. A matrix. In the matrix, you have to write 3 rows with 3 columns. Out of first row and first column will be categories. That is, here I'm going to write the positive, negative. Positive, negative. This side I'm writing the positive, negative. This is actual. This is actual. This is predict. Now, tell me what is the first cell, second cell, third cell, fourth cell. First, this is first, second, third, and fourth. Now you have to tell me TN, FN, FP like this. First cell. What is first cell? Cell number 1. Actual is positive, predicted also positive. What it is called as? True positive. Cell 2. Second cell. Second cell. Cell number 2, guys. Cell number 2 is actual is positive, predicted is negative. Correct or incorrect? Incorrect. F. What it has predicted? Negative it has predicted. N. Still confusing, అందునే కదా అంత క్లియర్ గా చెప్తున్నాము. ఏ సైడ్ ఏది ఉందనేది అంత క్లియర్ గా చెప్తున్నాం కదమ్మా. అనుకున్నా అంటే ఇంకా ఏముంది, ఇంకా చెప్పడంలో ఇంకా చేయడంలో ఏముంటుంది? Right? What about the third one? What is the third one? Negative. Actually is negative. Predicted is positive. What is this is called as? Positive. This is negative. This is also negative. What is called as? True negative. So how many records are there like this? Write in the notes clearly this cell. If you are having the doubt, okay, some of the students are still having the doubt. Whoever the student, first time learning, they have to write the notes more clearly. If I'm in your situation, I will write clearly like this. Actual is called as negative. Predict is called as positive. Since both of them are opposite to each other, F letter. Whatever it has predicted, T letter. I write like this in the notes for my understanding. Like this, how many records are there? Actual should be negative, predicted should be positive. Negative with positive, 1 record. Negative with positive, negative with positive, negative with positive, 2 records. Negative with positive, negative positive, negative positive. Only 2 records are there. So 2 number. How many records are there? That one number. Now, next coming to this cell. What is actual? First I'll write what is actual. Actual means this one. This is called as positive. Actually, it is called as positive. What it has predicted? Negative. Predict is called as negative. Correct or incorrect? First, I will get into the mind. Correct or incorrect? I will not directly get into the answer. I will get first question is correct or incorrect? Incorrect. F. what it has predicted incorrectly. Negative, it has predicted incorrectly. So it is Fn. In my entire data set, how many actual positives are there? How many actual predicted negatives? Positive with negative. How many are there, miss? 1. Positive with negative. Positive with negative. 2. So 2 records are there. I'm going to write here 2 number. How many records are there? That many numbers. Just number of records. Is the point is clear? Now, everyone can write the 4 values now. This time, don't tell that I have confused. This time, don't tell that I have seen this side like this, that side like this. Don't tell any kind of silly reason. Okay, just tell me the answer. Now, here I am writing the predict. This is negative. This is positive. Now, fill the 4 values, guys. If this is the case, fill the 4 values. Write in the notes. 4 values, write. Online students also, while while typing, you write like this. Fn, comma, TP, comma, FP, comma, whatever it is, like that you write. Whatever the answer is there, write that this is first one, second one, third one, fourth one. In the single message, please write the 4 values. Please don't use the multiple messages. Please don't use the multiple messages. In the single message, write. By using the comma separated values. First one, second one, third one, and fourth one, if this is the case. Vaibhav, with numbers you are writing a nice. Now coming to the first one. First, both are opposite to each other. F. Both are same. T. Both are same. T. Both are opposite. F. First letter is clarity is there. Okay, opposite means T letter. Opposite means F letter. Same letter, same means T letter. Now, a positive, negative. What it has predicted? Negative it has predicted. So it is called as Fn. What it has predicted? P. So whatever it has predicted. Okay, and this is predicted as N. So Tn. It has predicted positive P. So answer is Fn TP Tn FP. That is the answer. Fn TP Tn FP. That is the answer, guys. Whoever has shared these 4 answers correctly, that is correct. Whoever has not shared correctly, cross check where you have made the mistake. Abhishek Jadhav. Abhishek, where is the mistake? In your case, N only not there. FP, TP, again TP, FP. Only P are there. No, N only is not there. In your case, total N is 0. Cross check, Abhishek. Everyone is clear? Now, tell me, guys, in one of the interview, okay? So before asking the interview question, how many of you got confused? How many of them are clear? How many of you confused? Based on the name of confusion matrix, how many of you are getting confused? Just tell me. How many got really confused? Basically, it is called as name itself confusion matrix. Most of the students will get confused. Most of the students. Why they will confuse, you know? Blindly they'll follow. That is the reason. They will not understand the logic behind that. One student will say that, sir, yesterday I have prepared in one textbook, sir. There TN is there, sir. Here TN is there means don't check only N, TN. One student will say, sir, in one of the textbook I have seen here TN, okay, TP, FP, Fn. I have seen like this, sir. But you are saying here TP, here you are saying Fn like this, sir. Means don't tell these 4. Tell me which side predict is there, which side actual is there. That is first point. In one textbook, they'll write like this. In one textbook, they'll write like this. First, tell me which textbook you are following not. Which textbook you are following is not required for me. I require only the concept. Okay, which side is actual, which side is predict. Will not by heart the things directly like that. Now tell me, guys, in one of the interview, in one of the interview, I asked one student like this: draw the confusion matrix. Draw the confusion matrix, and I have shared these 10 values only for him. First question he asked is, sir, share the Python code. Python code is not there, Amma. Manually only. Human is there, human is there. No Python is there, no computer is there. Paper, pen is there, brain is there. Can you apply the confusion matrix or no? First question he asked, sir, I want the paper. Python. He know from sklearn, import the confusion matrix. In the confusion matrix, to write the actual comma predict, and it will give the confusion matrix as the output. He knows the Python code, but he don't know what is that and how it works. He don't know what is the logic behind that, but he knows the Python code. Okay. Now after that, this is one type of student. And the type of student, we asked to draw the confusion matrix. What he has done is, he has written this side predict, and this side he has written actual, and positive, negative, and he has written the TP, okay, TF and NN and F and T. Like this he has written. The way how I have written, in the same way he has written. Answer is correct only. He has by-hearted the things as it is like that, and he has came. Now what I have done is, only in the interview just I have asked her, okay, this is correct answer. If you take here N and here P, what is the answer, miss? Sir? Sorry, I am only. Sir, I am only. He knows that 4 values in this order only. TP, FP, TN, FN, TN. He knows only that one. If you change different, sir. Now, this type of people, now tell me in the interview what we have to do. Should we select or should we reject or what we have to do? Blindly, they'll by-heart the things. By-hearting people, companies will not accept in the ML role. By-hearting things will be accepted in Java or some other roles, maybe. But inside the ML, it is not possible. Inside the ML and AI roles, it is not possible. Okay. Now here, based on the given question, here we have to write actual is N, predicted is P, both are opposite. It is called as FP. It is not every time TP only there will be there. Only TN will be there. Even FP also will come in the first box. Even FP also can come in the first box. In the second box, actual is P, predicted is P. Both of them are P's only. It is called as TP. Actual is N, predicted also N. Actual N is T, predicted. What are the predicted values? N. Second value is whatever it has predicted. Blindly, second one is. Okay. Next one is false N. Is the answer is clear? So please don't by-heart the 4 numbers and 4 values like that blindly. Understand the logic. Clear, guys? Without understanding the logic, they'll see in the textbook and sir, these are that, this, in the material that like this, that you have told like this. Okay. So just observe clearly. Okay. Everyone is clear? And many people in the some data science training, they are taking the data science training as offline students tomorrow. Please observe and tell me in the tomorrow's class, guys. I'll wait. I want to see your answers. Go and sit with the other batch students, other data science students or other trainer students, and just ask them, what is this confusion matrix? And how they'll explain. Please observe and come and tell me, so that I want to see if they are really explaining in the proper way or blindly they are by-hearting. Some trainers are there. They'll say this one, this one, this one. Why, miss? We don't know the reason. Points are clear, guys? So confusion matrix, don't get unnecessarily confused. It is a simple matrix. There is nothing to get confused. So the third metric, next metric, what we are going to discuss is called as confusion matrix. In this matrix, it is going to fill the 4 values. Sir, now my question is, in this example, yes and no's are there, T and Fn is there. Assume that this is the question. In this P is not there, N is not there now. N is not there, T is not there. Ty, Fy, Tn, Fn. Every time P and positive, negative only is there, we will identify. Opposite is that, for example, you are having the accept, reject. Actual value is accept. Predicted value is reject. What is this called as? What this is called as? False. Opposite now, false. Next word. What is the second word? Rejection. The second word is next word only. False rejection. Actual is acceptance. Predicted also accept. Accept the loan. Original answer is accept the loan. Predicted answer also accept the loan. What is the answer? T, accept. That is true accept. Every time it is not P letter, every time it is not N letter only. What are the category name is there? That category name. Okay, don't get unnecessarily fix the concepts like that. Okay, if actual is accept, reject. Okay, predicted as accept the loan. Actually is reject the loan. Accept the loan. What this is called as? Falsely accepting the loan. False acceptance. Simple. Okay, everything is clear now? Understood or not? As this is going to play important role in the classification metrics. Okay. Next. Everyone, now please write this one finally. Now decide, guys, which side you want me to take actual, which side you want me to take the predict. Anything is okay, right? Should I go with any particular one? Any category, any side, anything is okay na? No confusion na? This is only exact numbers are fixed na? Anything? Anyone? You want me to write every time right side predict only, left side actual only? Is there any rule like that? If I write opposite means, is there any problem? No, right? Done. I will go this side with the actual. This side I will go with the actual. And this side I will go with the predict. If you're not interested, change. That is not a problem. You change. Absolutely, you can change. Okay. Now, this is predict. One side I'm going to take the predict. Now, this side, actual and predict. One side I'm going to take yes and no's. Positives or negatives, yes and no's, whatever you are having. So first example, so let us, first today's class, let us, instead of making the confusion, let us go with the full clarity. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Generally, which one will write means generally we have to write the alphabetical order in the categories. Negative word will come first or positive word will come first means negative word will come. So first we have to write the negative word. Followed by we have to write the positive word. Okay, sir, for example, in the output variable, zeros and ones are there. Original answer is 0. Predicted answer is 1. What is this is called as? F1, false 1. Simple. Wrongly predicted as 1. First one is wrong. Second one is whatever it has predicted. 0, 0. What it is called as? True 0. Simple. Don't fix the concepts like that. That can be 0, that can be 1, that can be yes, that can be no, that can be anything. Okay. Next, coming to this negative and this is positive. Okay, default alphabetical order it will take. So that is the reason I have taken the alphabetical order. Two sides I am taking the alphabetical order. Now for our data set, what is this is called as? TN. And what is this is called as? FP. And what is this is called as? Original answer is P and predicted answer is N. So Fn. And this is called as Tn. Now total 4 values of this, 4 values of this, 2 values, 2 values. Which one? Sorry, TP. P. Correct. Nice, guys. Thank you. You are on the flow. Thanks. Like this, if you are on the flow, miss, I'll continue the class for tomorrow morning also. Okay. Now, coming to the point like this, total 4 values. Okay. 4 values we have filled. Now, the next metric is called as recall. Recall of positive, recall of negative. 2 recalls are there. Recall of positive is there. Recall of negative also is there. Similarly, precision of positive is there, precision of positive, precision of negative. Now let us understand what is the meaning of recall, what is the meaning of this one. Don't by heart the formulas. I'm explaining the concept, no formula. Concept is number of correctly predicted records. Number of correctly predicted records. Correctly predicted positive. How many correctly predicted positive within the total number of positives? Correctly predicted positives divided by total number of actual positives. Actual positives. Okay. Number of correctly predicted positive. How many correctly predicted as positive divided by total number of actual positive. Now tell me first in the given data set, how many actual positives are there? In the data set, first tell me how many actual positives are there. Actual means this column. In this, how many positives are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who has given this data set? Everything 6 to 4 to 2. This one only is okay. 6. 6 positives. 6 actual positives are there. Now in this 6, how many of them are correctly predicted? This is correctly predicted. Okay. No. This is correctly. Within this only, within the 6 only. Remaining 4 you should not observe. Within the positive records only, how many correctly predicted? Correct. This is wrong. This is correct. So out of 6, how many of them are correctly predicted? Means 4 out of 6. That is, which is nothing but 2 by 3, 0.667. That is called as recall of positive. Point is clear? Within the actual positives, how many of them are correctly predicted? First, you have to separate within the actual positives. Within the actual positives, how many are correctly predicted? Separate the actual positives first. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 actual positives. In these 6 actual positives, how many of them are correctly predicted? 4. So recall is called as 4 by 6. Now, what is the formula for this? Now tell me guys, fast, in a fast mode, you have to tell me TP or FN like that. Fast, you tell me. What is this is called as? TP. What is this one? FP. Next one. FN. Next. TP. Yeah. TP. Next. TP. Next. FP. Next. FN. Next. TN. Next. Again TN. Next. TP. Right? Done. Now total you are having. Now correct within the actual positives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6. These are all the actual positives. Now for every actual positive, can you tell me what is the things you are observing? TP or FN is there. Either TP is there or FN is there. Means your denominator consists of TP or FN. Correctly predicted positives. In this correctly predicted positives are how many? This one, this one, this one. What is the names of each of them correctly predicted positive is called as what? TP only. So the formula for recall of positive is TP divided by TP plus FN. That is the formula. What is the concept name? Concept is, forget about the formula. Concept is number of correctly predicted positives divided by total actual positives. Formula is TP by, this is the formula, TP divided by TP plus FN. Clear? Everyone. Like this, we are going to evaluate. In one case, one metric is important. Some cases, precision is important. Some cases, recall is important. In some cases, accuracy is important. Like that, in one case, one is important. Every metric is not equal to every metric in the every case. Okay. Now, coming to the next, a recall of negative. What is meant by recall of negative is number of correctly predicted negatives. Correctly predicted negatives instead of positives, negatives. Divide by total number of negatives. What is the formula for this, miss? Tn divided by Tn plus Fp. Done? Next, coming to the precision of positive. What is meant by precision, miss? Okay, number of correctly predicted. The numerator is going to be the same. Number of correctly predicted positives only. But denominator is instead of total number of actual positives, predicted positives. You have to count the predicted positives. Now tell me guys, within this, how many predicted positives are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in this 6, how many of them are correct? Within these 6, 1, this is correct. This is correct 2, this is correct 3, this is correct 4. 4 out of 6. For this data set, I'm getting the values like this, guys. Unexpectedly, I'm getting the values between the 4, 6, and all these numbers are getting constant. Okay, the formula is TP divided by TP plus FP. Sir, is there any shortcut to remember? Okay, now I will tell you a shortcut. Everyone make a note of this shortcut. If you are interested, shortcut. Easy to remember, dead easy to remember. Okay, one side you write the actual. One side you write the predict. Okay, NP, NP. Okay, don't write simultaneously along with me. Shortcut now. Already this shortcut, slightly confusion will be there. Again, if you add miss, it will be difficult. So don't write simultaneously along with me. Just focus. Which side predict is there? Write NN like this. PP like this. Predict side. Which of the predict side is there? Predict N, NN, PP. Both are same. T. Both are opposite. F. Both are opposite. F. Both are same. T. Done. This is completed. Second, now how to calculate the precision or recall. Recall means with respect to this one. So you have to calculate like this from this side onwards. From actual point of view, you will get the recall. Recall of negative is equal to this value divided by recall of negative. Recall of negative means actual side only. Recall means actual side you have to see. From actual side, which side actually is that side. Okay. For positive, what will come? This one, because correctly predicted has to be on the top. Correctly predicted should be on the top always. TP divided by TP plus FN. Completed. Now, when you are moving with the precision means predicted side. Predicted side is called as precision. Okay, precision is this side. Now, how to calculate the precision means Tn divided by Tn plus Fn. Okay, this one. TP divided by TP plus FP. Precision of positive, you have to see from the predicted side. Recall, you have to see from the actual side point of view. Points are clear? Sir, still any simple is there? Still simple is there. Recall of positive. Oh, before that, still more simple I have to show me. Before to that, please write the note of this. Who are interested, please make a note of this. Still, I will show you the shortcut. Still, shortcut is available, means available. Completed? Can I erase? Done? Everyone? Yes? Now, still more shortcut I'm going to explain. A recall of positive. Positive means P letter, na? So write the P letter on the top. Bottom, you write the P letter plus N letter. 2 letters. Opposite words you have to write. T, T, F. TP opposite is FN. Opposite means what? T letter opposite is F letter. P letter opposite is N letter. Okay. Now, recall of negative. Recall of negative means Tn divided by same thing. Whatever you have written here, write that one asterisk here. Write opposite to this. What is opposite to this? T letter opposite is F letter. N letter opposite is P letter. For recall, you have to go with this way. For precision of positive, what is the formula means? First, you have to write TP, common. TP, top and bottom. Along with this, first letter only opposite you have to write, not the second letter. For recall, you have to write 2 opposite letters. For precision, you have to write the first letter opposite only. Similarly, precision of negative is equal to Tn divided by Tn, as it is common. In this, everything. The whatever you write on the top, first one is going to be the same one in every case. Okay, since it is precision, first letter opposite is sufficient. Second letter opposite is not required. To remember like this. Sir, okay. What about the, for different example, instead of P and N and something miss? That is the reason concept is important. Shortcuts will apply only for the certain things. If you learn the concept now, apply for the universal. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? Yes or no? Everyone, could you please confirm? Yes or no? Now, so this is precision and recall formulas. Concept. What is the concept? Tell me, guys. According to you, what is the concept of precision of negative? Concept. Tell me the concept, not the formula, concept. Correctly, top, numerator. First numerator you are going to write. Numerator, what you will write? Tn. What is meant by Tn? Correctly predicted negative. Tn means correctly predicted negative. Means number of correctly predicted negative. Correctly predicted negative. Okay. Number of records correctly predicted negative divided by number of records. Correctly predicted negative divided by that is true positives, true negatives plus false negatives. Both of them we have to consider. That is nothing but predicted negatives. In the Tn and Fn, what is common? Second letter is common. What is second letter basically? Predicted negative. That is the meaning now. Second letter meaning is whatever we have predicted. So it is nothing but equal to total predicted negative. Okay, total predicted negative. So number of correctly predicted negatives are called as Tn, and predicted negatives are called as, which are predicted as negative, whether it is correct or incorrect. Every predicted negative is called as Tn and Fn. Tn also predicted negative only. Fn also predicted negative only. Is the points are clear? So this is the formulas for the precision and recall. Yes or no? Clear or not clear? Now, next, we are going to have the next one is called as F1 score. Most important. And today's we are going to stop after this because Some of the students will be confused again. Okay, we'll stop up to here. We'll continue with the remaining metrics in the next class. Not a problem. But like still we are having the so many metrics also. F1 score. F1 score also can be applied both for positives and both for the negatives. F1 score both for positive and negative. For that one is available, for this one also it is available. Now what is F1 score? F1 score is 2 into precision into recall divided by precision plus a recall. 2 into precision into recall divided by precision plus a recall. That is the formula. What is the concept, sir? Concept is harmonic mean. Harmonic mean between precision and recall. Harmonic mean between precision and recall is called as F1 score. Harmonic mean. Harmonic mean between precision and recall is called as. Sir, what is the difference? Arithmetic mean is there. Harmonic mean is there. In the arithmetic mean, P plus R divided by 2. We know how to add that, how to take the mean means average of two numbers. First number plus second number divided by the 2. But whereas harmonic mean is 2 divided by 1 by P plus 1 by R. That is the harmonic mean. So if you extend this one, you will get the 2 divided by R plus P divided by PR, which is nothing but 2 into PR divided by P plus R. This one and this one both are same. Okay. For example, guys, if you are having ABC, what is the average of ABC? General average. What is general average? General average. General average is called as arithmetic mean. That is nothing but A plus B plus C divided by 3. For example, if you are having 4 values, what is the arithmetic mean? A plus B plus C plus D divided by 4. This is called as arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is simple mean. General in our regular average, how we are calculating, that is only called as arithmetic mean, basically. Harmonic mean, when you are having the 3 values, 3 divided by 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. This is harmonic mean for the 4. 4 divided by 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C plus 1 by D. That is harmonic mean. In which case that one has to be applied, in which case this one has to be applied. Means if you are having a normal number, that normal number you have to go with the arithmetic mean. When you are having the percentages, then you have to go with the harmonic mean. Here precision and positive both are percentages or normal numbers. Direct numbers are percentages. Percentages means divided by. So obviously when you are dividing something, automatically you get the percentage, right? So whenever you are working with the percentages, arithmetic mean should not be applied. Arithmetic mean should not be applied. In that case, we have to go with the harmonic mean. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Now similarly, F1 score of negative was the same. 2 into precision into recall divided by precision plus recall. Only difference is here when you are working with the F1 score of positive, precision of positive you have to take. Precision of positive, recall of positive, precision of positive, recall of positive. Because you are calculating for the positive. When you are calculating for the negative, you have to calculate for the negative. Sir, these many things are we going to calculate, miss? In the Python, simply we are going to get by using one concept called as classification report. In the Python, we'll get the classification report like this. In this report, it will show that recall, precision, F1 score of positive and negative. So total 4 values you will get like this in the simple in the Python. Python code is very simple. In the Python code, what happens? It will show the value here. What is this value? Means recall of positive. Okay, value okay. How it got? What is the logic behind that? And why it calculated? That is the interview questions. Python code is not the interview question. Python code is not the interview question. In the interview, they'll ask the what is precision, what is recall, how it will be calculated. and in which case precision has to be calculated, in which case recall has to be calculated. These are the interview questions. Points are clear, guys? Everyone? Yes or no? F1 score is also clear for everyone. Please confirm. Each and every student, please confirm. If anyone has any questions, please ask. What are the questions you are having till now? So please tell the evaluation techniques for regression problem. Just tell the techniques we know it. We use not explanation. Miss, I didn't understand. You want the metric names, huh? Mean absolute error, mean square error, root mean square error, R square, adjusted R square. Yeah. So whenever you're calculating the F1 score of POS2, now formula is 2 into precision and recall divided by precision and recall. I told you now. Which precision you have to take? Two precisions are there, right? Precision of positive will take or precision of negative will take? Which precision you will take here? For recall, what recall of positive is there, recall of negative is there. Which recall you will take? Because we are calculating for the positive means obviously everything should be related to positives only. Positive, positive. When you are working with the F1 score of negative, then you have to consider the precision of negative. Recall also negative. And in the precision also negative and recall also negative. Point is clear? Yeah. Yeah. It is F1 score is the average. It is the average of between the precision and recall. Now the question comes like this. Two things are there. One is called as F1 score, which is most widely used, and along with the accuracy. These are the two things. Out of these two, which one has to be used in the reality? This one or this one, miss? For balanced data sets. For balanced data sets. Again, I have to explain for you what is meant by balanced data sets. So for balanced data sets, we have to go with the accuracy. For imbalanced data sets, what are the imbalanced data sets are there? The concept name, there is one concept called as balance and imbalance. If the given data is imbalanced data, then we have to focus on the F1 score, not on the accuracy. For the balanced data sets, accuracy. For imbalanced data set, it should be F1 score. Points are clear? What now again you'll ask the question, what is balanced data sets and imbalanced data set? That is different concept. That is next concept which you are going to discuss. Okay. Now coming to this, keep this one side. Next, after this matrix, we are having the next one is called as true positive rate. True positive rate. True negative rate. True negative rate. False positive rate. And false negative rate. So total 4 additional we are having. True positive rate is also called as, the another name of true positive rate is recall of positive. Recall of positive is also called as true positive rate. And which is also called as sensitivity. The another name of this one is sensitivity. Okay, recall of positive, or it is also called as sensitivity. Which one? True positive rate. What is the formula for true positive rate, guys? Recall of positive only. What is the formula of recall of positive? TP divided by TP plus FN. Next, come to the true negative rate. The second name of true negative rate is called as recall of negative. Recall of negative is also called as true negative rate, which is equal to specificity. The another name of true negative rate is called as specificity. Sensitivity, specificity. And already we know the formula. What is the formula? The formula is Tn divided by Tn plus Fp. Opposite to that. Right? Next, false positive rate. What is a false positive rate means? Which is 1 minus TNR. 1 minus TNR. That is nothing but 1 minus TNR, which is 1 minus Tn divided by Tn plus Fp. So when you send this one to the numerator, automatically Tn plus Fp minus Tn. That is numerator divided by Tn plus Fp. Tn cancels. What is balance? Fp divided by Fp plus Tn. That is the formula for false positive rate. Fp. So here first two words whatever is there. Remember guys, first two words whatever is there here. Write that first two words as is divided by same first two words as is plus opposite to that. In all of them same. In everything it is same. Even in the, now tell me for this, what is the formula? FNR. Tell me what is the formula guys? What is the formula? Fn, that is first two is FNR na? Fn means Fn divided by same Fn plus TP. That's it. All the evaluation metrics are completed. So for the given data, we have to calculate all these things means based on the business problem, based on the data, it will be decided. In which case, which one has to be used? These one you have told no, sir. Now tell me guys, total, what are the things we have discussed overall? This is last concept for today's class. Next 2 minutes, we are going to close. Now tell me all the metrics, all evaluation metrics, every evaluation metrics, whatever we have discussed in the today's class. Evaluation metrics in classification project. Tell me all of them, each of them in the sequential order one by one. First one is called as accuracy. Second one is called as misclassification rate. Misclassification rate. Rate means divide. Divide will be there. Na? Even accuracy is also called as accuracy rate only. Rate means you are going to divide. Everything is rate only, basically. Third one is TP. What is TP? I have told you. Next, I have told you what is FP. Next, I told you what is TN. Next, I have told you FN. Next, I have told you confusion matrix. Based on all this confusion matrix. After the confusion matrix, then I have told you 8th one as recall. Recall of positive. What is meaning of recall of positive? Next, 9th one, recall of negative. Recall of negative. 10th one, precision. Precision of positive. 11th one, precision of negative. 12th one, F1 score of positive. F1 score of positive. 13th one, F1 score of negative. Positive, wherever the positive is there, automatically negative. So instead of writing like this, let me write here itself. Both are recalls. Why unnecessary writing that many? Recall. Okay. Precision. Precision of positive is there. Precision of negative is there. Next, F1 score. Next, we have discussed F1 score. In the F1 score also, F1 of positive is there. F1 of negative is there. Next, we are having the TPR. 12th one, yeah, TNR. 13th one, FNR. 14th one, FPR. 15th one, sensitivity. Sensitivity also I told you, right? What is the meaning of sensitivity? Sensitivity or recall of positive, both are same. They have given another name for that. And next, specificity. These are the things, evaluation metrics, which we have discussed till now. Overall. Anyone has any doubts? Even one doubt also, please ask. What are the doubts you are having? Please ask. If no doubts, you have taken one data set, right? I asked you to carry the two data sets. This is the data set number 1. Everyone, please make a note of this data. Earlier, have you made a note? Yes or no? In the notes, everyone are having this one. Now, I want everyone to calculate for this data set all the parameters from starting to ending. Every number I want. What is accuracy? What is misclassification rate? What is TP number? TP number means 4 are there means 4, 2 are there means 2. Confusion matrix diagram. Next, recall number. Recall of positive, recall of negative, precision of positive, precision of negative, F1 scores, TPR, FPR, FNR, everything. All the evaluation metrics for this given data set. You have to calculate. When, sir? Now. Now. All the metrics you have to calculate now. Your answer and Python answer should be the same. You are going to calculate manually. I will show you the Python code. Both the answers should be the same. Done? Once this is completed, next, take this data set also. This time yes and no's are there. No P and N's are there. Let's see how many will confuse and correctly do that. Everyone, please make a note of this data set. These two data sets you take it as assignment and we'll continue in the next class. Your answer and my answer, Python answer should be the same. Write everyone this data set in your notes. These 10 records, these 10 records. Once completed, we can leave. We'll continue in the tomorrow's class. That is next Saturday, ML class. Everyone, clear or not clear? Anyone has doubts? Any one student is also having the doubt, please ask. Ruby, these interview questions, these questions will be from the ML. From the ML. From the classification project. Whenever you apply the classification project, whether it is ML or AI, automatically this one will come. In the AI also, we are having the classification project, right? Everyone remember now? So in AI also classification project is there. In ML also classification is there. So wherever the classification project comes into picture, this is important. Majorly, confusion matrix is most important out of all of them. And the name suggests itself confusion. And I want to know how many of you got confused. Your question is clear, Ruby? Done, guys. We'll continue from here in the next Saturday. Rakesh, you want me to unmute, huh? Rakesh? Yeah, guys, whoever wants to unmute, you can ask. Rakesh Kumar. There are 3 Rakesh are there. Yeah, Rakesh Kumar, I have unmuted you.
Yeah, has you actually actually I've attended just now your class. There's a first class. So this is the class that you are covering. This is a part of the running batch, right?
Yes. This is
GNI Agentic AI, right?
yes. In our regular course, will come once again.
Okay. I got it. That's why I got confused. Might be will be coming from some different class.
On the day one itself, if anyone gives this one, miss, Next day only they will leave the ML class.
Okay, correct. And you will start from the Python, correct?
Obviously, right?
Yes. Okay. So, like you are not covering the data science, right? So, can you also understand that part?
Sorry,
You are covering that directly Gen AI and agentic AI, right?
Python, ML, AI.
Okay. Okay, and the course is the 4 months, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, 4.5 months, but it will be extended to 15 days. So keep in mind 5 months.
Okay. And how many projects you will cover in this one, real-time projects?
Could you go through the demo recording once?
Okay, I will go it. Okay.
Once, because you are asking the same questions what we have discussed in the demo. Just you
Okay.
can go through once. After going through, again, if you are having the doubts, miss, you can ask.
Yeah, sure. I will go. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Right? Still, anyone? No questions now? You can leave. If no questions, you can leave, guys. Every student, you can leave. Yeah, Utkal.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Yes.
Sir, these are the theory part we discussed in all the matrices. We'll convert to programming language, right, sir? In Python programming or any other
Yes.
programming?
Python only.
And this theory part, once done, you will move to programming, right? You will show how we can move in the programming, right?
Once we start programming, they will understand automatically.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anyone? Still any questions?